Welcome to Job Seeker Quick Tips, a 5-minute video covering 4 key areas for people with disabilities, brought to you by the Department of Labor and Industry and Job Service Montana. I'm Karen. Let's begin with job search tips. Like anybody out there looking for work, a person with a disability needs to focus first and foremost on the value they bring to the employer. Switch your thinking from what you can't do to what you can do. Here are some quick tips for job search in relationship to special concerns you might have. Seek inclusive employers. Do some research before applying. Look for employer statements regarding inclusion and diversity. Outline your needs. Consider your salary expectations and other needs that would make or break a job opportunity. Maximize your online presence. Everybody would benefit from having an active and robust LinkedIn profile, but there's other sites like these that can help companies find neurodivergent talent and skilled workers with disabilities. Mentra is a social media site with an inclusive focus. You can add an About Me section to your profile, and there's an area to indicate environments in which you feel the most comfortable. There are many online job boards available, but be sure to check out the ones designed to meet the needs of those with disabilities. Here's a list of some notable options. Generally speaking, the advice for resume building is the same whether you have a disability or not. However, here are some tips that seem the most applicable. The resume is designed to introduce your qualifications and land you an interview where you can get into the details. Adding information about your disability to your resume or your cover letter may give the employer a reason not to offer an interview. Add your LinkedIn or Mentra profile to your contact information on your resume. Focus on transferable skills, those skills that you obtain throughout your life that can help you in the workplace. Make a list of the skills that you excel at. Check out the soft skill checklist on Job Seeker Central to get started. Focus on skills that you have that the employer mentioned in the job description. Experts advise that we address employment gaps of 9 months or longer. Add the work gap under a work history section like this. Instead of the position, use sabbatical. Skip the employer and then add the dates. Use a bulleted list to briefly explain. You don't need to mention the disability, just something like illness and recovery or medical issues since resolved, and then add a list of notable and applicable achievements during that time. On to cover letters. Use the same contact information as you used for your resume so they match. As far as disclosing your disability, as I mentioned on the last slide, there's no need to mention your disability in your cover letter. However, if you feel that your disability is part of your identity, or you've obtained valuable skills due to your disability that give you a cutting edge, then feel free to mention it. Mention it in a positive light and keep the conversation applicable to the job you're applying for. So something like, as a hearing impaired person, I'm fluent in sign language and reading lips. I believe my ability to communicate with hearing and hearing impaired individuals will be beneficial when providing customer support. Mention resources. If you're working with a program that provides benefits for hiring someone with a disability, mention those benefits. Things like supervised by a job coach or that wages might be reimbursed during an on-the-job training assignment could be really beneficial. And focus on the value that you bring to the organization. And last but not least, interviewing tips. The best tip for any job seeker is to practice, practice, practice. Call job service and schedule a mock interview now and again right before the real thing. Investigate accessibility. Consider your particular needs and scope out the building ahead of time. Visit the business to get a feel for the environment and any potential issues that might arise during the interview. Use words that refute their potential concerns. Things like adaptable, flexible, and dependable. Don't associate your disability as a weakness. When asked a question about your biggest weakness, talk about a quality that can also be viewed as a strength. Something like, I get frustrated when projects run too close to deadlines. In fact, your biggest strength might come from your disability and your abilities to work around issues that you've been presented with. Talk about adaptable. I hope this information has been helpful. Tune in to Job Seeker Central for detailed information on each topic. Do you have more questions? Contact your local job service office to work one-on-one with a workforce consultant at no cost. Good luck with your job search.